gotta finish that takeoff. And you really gotta finish the takeoff on a full jump. The reason why I think get ahead is because you're not really getting those hips up all the way through. Yeah, right over. You gotta get the hips all more through, and then we can get the glute on through. We get the hips through more on top there, more extension. We can do tuck and then out. Get ready for landing. Had your vision all the way down, kind of tucking in the landing. Gotta kick out, move the hands in front with the vision up. Okay, let's get one more.
What's your tuck jump?
Alright, we're going to be on course middle. Right is open, yes.
Could you imagine if we left it?
Test, test. You lost one? Uh-oh.
All the way backed it up.
So big.
I got all All right, good morning, everyone. This is Killington A Classic Comp. We got Pepe down here actually now. He just threw some pine bough all over the ground. So we're going to get started here in a few minutes. For those of you that were maybe have seen some runs yesterday, it was nice and soft and sunny yesterday. It's kind of cloudy, misty, and a little firm, especially if you're not on the mogul course. I haven't gone down the bumps today, but I tell you, the side where they ski alpine, pretty slick. So starting off here, we have like, I don't know, 55-ish, maybe 58. I haven't done the math. Athletes for this comp. We're going to start out with Kaylee Hacker, followed by Molly Rufus, followed by Lucy Rufus. That's interesting. We got both Rufuses together, both Halseys together. I don't know if that's planned or what, but looks like we're all set up. So we're going to be starting out with Kylie Hacker out of Hollymount, followed by Molly Rufus, then Lucy Rufus, both out of Killington Mountain School. That beeping is going to drive me crazy all day long. All right, we got rumors of Forerunners. We've got Emma Giulietti and Mika Halsey.
So Emma Giulietti is not Forerunner.
Emma Giulietti is not forerunning. Is Mika? Mika's forerunning, I guess. I don't know who the male forerunners are, but as soon as I know, I'll let you know. Morning, Lizzie. All right, it looks like we're ready for our first Forerunner. I have absolutely no clue who it is, but it could be Mika. It could be somebody else. I'll tell you when they're on course. I guess we have bib 455, which is Emma Giulietti. I had heard she was not forerunning, but I guess she's in the gate, so we'll see who it is. Actually, this is bib 457. This is Mika Halsey kicking out. She's on course right now, coming down one of the red lines. Mika with a nice twister spread there. That run was sponsored by Voltaren. Mika Halsey comes across with a time of 33.90. I don't know, Joel's got me a new setup here. It's pretty cool for my last 3 days, I guess. I get to see when mic is hot, when it's not. I get to see comments. So hopefully the comments aren't showing up on all your screens out there. I don't know who's up now, but it looks like a Waterville athlete.
378.
Bib 378 is 378. We don't know which Waterville athlete this is. I'll tell you when he gets to the bottom. It looks like Rowan, but it could be Dom. It is Rowan. It's pretty bad. It's pretty... Was that Rowan or Jackson? Jackson. It was Jackson. Jackson with a time of 26:49. I don't know if we're going to have any other Forerunners. I guess I'll know when you know. All right, it sounds like that was our last Forerunner. So we're going to be moving on to our first competitor of the day. We got bib 444, Kylie Hacker out of Hollymount. On deck, we've got Molly Rufus, followed by her sister, Lucy Rufus, both out of Killington Mountain School. I hear Annie's up top starting, and who knows where John is. That guy's probably just up there chattering away nonstop. I think he should be the live stream guy. Boy, would that be a treat. All right, here comes Kylie. Kylie just kicked out of the gate. Looks like she's on the red line. Kylie with a back tuck up top. Kylie with a back X down bottom. And Kylie finishes up with a time of 32.76. Good job, Kylie. All right, up next, we're going to have the Rufus sisters. We got Molly, then Lucy, both out of Killington Mountain School. And in the hole, we've got Hannah Fitzmaurice out of Gould. All right, we had a quick delay there. We apparently had to move some bamboo off the bottom jump. So I think the judges are ready. Maybe not. Maybe they're still working on it. And then we'll have Molly coming down the course. All right, we got Molly Rufus in the gate. She's going to be coming down one of the center lines, or maybe the only center line, actually. She wants to ski this line before duels. Molly is on course. Molly out of Hampton, New Hampshire. I know that much. I think it's Hampton. Somewhere over there on the sea coast. But she skis right here at Killington. Molly with a daffy down bottom here. Finishes up with a time of 39.53. Good job, Molly. All right, in the gate, we've got Molly's sister, Lucy. Let's see what Lucy's got. Lucy's also out of Killington Mountain School. On deck, we've got Hannah Fitzmaurice. And in the hole, we've got Caitlin Larkin out of Killington Mountain School. All right, here comes Lucy down the middle of the course here. Sorry, I was trying to get a drink here. All right, Lucy's picked herself back up. I'm hoping she's okay, but she's out on the side of the course here. She just took herself out of this run and skiing down the side. Hopefully she's all right here. Nice big spread there from Hannah. Hannah's been one of my favorites to watch over the years. Not only do I see her all the time at Sunny River, but she's always pleasant. Always gives me a big smile. Hi, Hannah. See? There you go. You couldn't see that. She got a time of 35.91. We have to keep her off the gummy bears. Last year when we were here, or last time I was at Killington with her, she ate her and Noelle ate a whole bag of gummy bears. They were pretty hyped. All right, up next we've got Caitlin Larkin out of Killington Mountain School. Then we got Lexi Lettieri out of Stratton Mountain School, followed by our first step up, Cora Mangan out of Killington. All right, Caitlin's on the middle line. Big spread up top. Kate with a nice twister spread down bottom. Finishes up with a time of 33.79. Good job, Kate. So I'm sorry. I guess my announcing probably isn't as good as Juniper's and the rest of the girls last week. And I'll see if I can interview any of the athletes as they come through the finish line. But they're coming through pretty hot and heavy right now, and they just go straight to their coaches. It's probably better for all of us. While waiting for the judges to do some scoring there, I'll just tell you, we're so lucky here back on the east. We've got so much snow. I was just out at Big Sky in Jackson Hole. Not a lot of snow out there. It's still pretty fun, but very limited snow. Literally, we drove to the access roads of both mountains. No snow. Very thin, getting back down to the bases both times, but it was a good trip. All right, up next we've got Lexi Letary in the gate. She's going to be on the red course. Then we've got Cora Mannon. Then we've got Jordan Sophie, both out of Killington. Lexi's out of Stratton Mountain School. And for whoever asked on the A comp, oh, Lex. Hopefully she's all right there. For Alicia, who asked online here if there's going to be a 2-run comp, I believe it is, but I will confirm. Go. Confirmed with TJ Soar, it is scheduled to be a 2-run comp, Alicia. So I'm not going to respond on the A chat because I'm a little busy, but it is supposed to be a 2-run comp. Let's hope Lexi's good up here. She picks herself back together. Lexi's another one of my favorites out here. She's always so pleasant, always with a big smile. Great to talk to. Talk to her dad in the lodge today and let him know that she's always one of the nicest people out here on the hill. Not that others aren't, but she's always wicked nice. So it looks like she's good. Put herself back together, and let's see what she's got. Big spread down bottom here. Lexi said she was all right as she skied by here. What? All right, we got our first step up here. It's going to be Cora Mangan. Her ski fell off here. After that, we have Sophie Jordan. Then we've got Anna Henson out of Waterville. All right, here comes Sophie, one of our step-ups. We've got 8 step-ups. That's why we got this comp today, so we could have our step-up athletes out here so they get a chance to try this out. Soph hops back up. And she finishes up with a time of 46:66. Sophie, how was your run? How was your run? Yeah? She wasn't 6'7", but that's the symbol that she gave me anyway, for those out there. All right, up next we've got Anna Henson out of Waterville Academy. Then we've got Penny Riot out of CVA. Then we've got Emma Giulietti out of Stratton Mountain School. We've got Anna Henson out of Waterville on course right now. She's on the red course. She did a twister spread up top. Anna with a huge spread down bottom. She's, oh! Anna finishes up with a time of 37:13. All right, up next we're going to have Penny Riot out of Carabasset Valley. I know it's Penelope Rio, but I was told that she likes to go by Penny Riot, so we're going with that. Emma Giulietti is on deck out of Stratton Mountain School, followed by Lily Flagg out of Waterville. All right, we're ready for bib 5-4. We got Penny Riot. We got Penny Riot. She's on the red, I believe. Let's see what she's got for us. Up top, she throws us a big spread. Penny throws a nice twister spread down bottom and finishes up with a time of 34:21. Let's see. Penny, how was your run?
I'm okay.
Oh, she says it's okay. She looks pretty tired. She's over talking to Nate now. Get some coaching. All right, up next, we're going to have Emma Giulietti out of Stratton Mountain School, followed by Lily Flagg out of Waterville, followed by another step-up athlete, Pearl Young from Killington. Emma is coming down the blue line, and up top, she is going to throw us a nice big spread. Oh, Emma with a backflip down bottom, holds it together, finishes up with a time of 31:90.
Next up will be Lily Flagg. Lily is from Waterville Valley.
All right, up next we've got Lily Flagg out of Waterville Valley Academy. Then another step-up athlete, Pearl Young out of Killington, followed by Cara O'Neill out of Waterville. All right, while we're hanging out here, and I'm going to plug this all weekend, I am most likely, well, definitely, at least partially retiring after this weekend. So Joel, anyone that wants to help Joel out, Joel won't be able to do all these live streams going forward. So those of you out there listening want to help out Joel next year, he will definitely need help at the Stratton Comp, where he's also a patroller. Joel does it all around here. He chops, he live streams, he sets it up, but we've got another athlete on course here. We've got Lily Flagg. So, all right, Lily finishes up with a time of 42:56. Lily, how was your run? She doesn't want to talk to me. We've got our next step-up athlete, bib 16, Pearl Young. On deck, we're going to have Cara O'Neill out of Waterville. Then we have Vivian Covell out of Killington. I'm guessing that's Jackson and Evan's sister, but I don't know. I'll have to see. Covell's around here somewhere. Here comes Pearl on the red line right now. Step up athlete right out of Killington here. She throws spread up top. Pearl pops right back up and finishes with a time of 53.92.
Competitor is Vivian Covell.
All right, up next, we're going to have Cara O'Neill out of Waterville. Then we've got Vivian Covell out of Killington, another step-up athlete. Then we have Lauren McBride out of Killington Mountain School.
Which is gonna ski, so that's it.
All right, I think this is Cara O'Neill. Is it Vivian?
Sorry, our competitor on the red course is Cara O'Neill.
Yeah, this is Cara O'Neill out of Waterville. The announcer doesn't even know who her daughter is when she skis down the course, but that's okay. Vivian's mom's announcing here, so I want to thank her for doing that. She just doesn't know what her daughter looks like when she skis down the course. But Cara O'Neill finishes up with a time of 39.48. All right, now we've got Vivian coming up. We got Vivian Covell. Oh, we got a slider over there. That guy's got nothing. I mean, I saw people slide down Corbett's faster than that. All right, we got Vivian up next. We got Chris rotating his phone 3 different ways, so we're gonna see what he actually gets for a video of his daughter. Vivi, as the announcer says, is on the red course. So let's see what Vivian's got for us. Vivian is an F11, so this is pretty awesome. She's going to be around here for quite a while. Looks like the Covell family will be hanging out on this hill for quite some time now. Vivian skips around that second jump. Let's see how she finishes up. She finishes up with a time of 50.94. Good job, Vivian. She comes down with a big smile, goes over and talks to her dad and her coaches. All right, up next, we're going to have Lauren McBride out of Killington Mountain School, followed by Sammy Stevenson out of Stratton, then Cody Scanlon out of Gould. I don't know. Joel's telling me the skies are turning blue. I don't see it. Oh wait, I see one little patch. I hope it would be great to have some blue skies out here, soften this course up for everybody. All right, here we go. We got Lauren McBride on the middle. Let's see if she's got her bright pink Cossack pants on. Yes, she does. She did a big spread up top. All right, Lauren with a Daffy down bottom finishes up with a time of 34:45. Lauren, how was your run?
Pretty good. Yeah. Looking forward to the next one.
Lauren, if you didn't hear that, she liked her run. Looking forward to the next one. All right, I think I told you, for those of you following along at home, her time was 34:45, but in case I didn't. We got some more sliders over there on the side there. We got a snowboarder sliding down on that very firm, I guess you'd call it a race surface. I guess that's how the racers like it. All right, we got Sammy Stevenson up next. She's coming down the middle line. Sammy with a spread up top. I got to come up with some names for all these different features. I recently did a free ride comp. I'd never really seen one or done it, but Ryan decided to enter a free ride comp, and a few other. Jack Matson actually won his age group, which is pretty awesome. So that was pretty fun, but we got to name a bunch of random rocks and trees and different things. So it was a fun time doing that. Totally different than this. But here comes Sammy. Sammy finishes up with a time of 38:84. I believe she did a twister down bottom. Up next, we've got Cody Ann Scanlon out of Gould. Been great to watch Cody over all the years here. She's improved so much, and last time I saw her ski was Waterville. That's last time I was at a comp. She did when she won duels, which is pretty sweet. See her and Ryan up there at the top of the podium. That was great to see. Up next, though, after Cody, we're going to have Evelyn Seelan out of Killington Mountain School. Then we're going to have Eleanor Riot out of CVA. All right, here comes Cody. Cody's going to be on the center lane. Cody throws a spread up top. She's as her dad, you can't hear her dad right now, but he likes to call these Cody turns. So she's rocking some Cody turns right now. See what she's got in this bottom jump. Sometimes. Now we got Twister out of Cody down bottom, kicking up some pine bow. Finishes up with a time of 34:12. All right, we got Evelyn Seelan on the middle course. I missed her top jump there because I was looking up what her name was. For those of you following along at home, we've got Eleanor Rio up next, then Juniper Bowman in the hole. Or maybe on deck now, depending on how you look at it. Evelyn with a twister spread down bottom. Finishes up with a time of 36.64. All right, our next athlete's going to be Eleanor Riot out of CVA. Then we have Juniper Bowman out of Stratton Mountain School. Then we have Alexis Laverty, followed by the two Halseys. All right, it's getting windy out here, but I think this is Juniper Bowman. It's before Juniper. So, actually, it's Eleanor Riot out of Carabasset Valley. Joel's blue sky definitely went away. I'm now zipping up. It's kind of cold and getting windy out here. But let's see what Eleanor Riot, she's holding it together. Down bottom here, finishes up with a time of 38.94. She has a big smile on her face. How was your run, Eleanor? She says, I thought it was fine. All right, up next, we've got 4 women left on here. We've got Juniper Bowman out of Stratton Mountain School, Alexis Laverty out of Mount Snow. Then we've got the Halseys out of Stratton. We've got Kaya, followed by Mika. All right, right now we've got our announcer from last weekend, Juniper Bowman, on the red course. She can definitely have this job back anytime she wants it. Please. Juniper with a daffy down bottom. I think she traditionally does that. Hammering through those final bumps there. Finishes up with a time of 33.43. Juniper, you want your job back?
Huh?
You want your job back?
Oh, I would love it.
All right.
Hello, everyone. Just finished my run.
My
30-year-old man. Oh, my 30-year-old man.
Hey, Alexis Laverty.
All right. Apparently, Alexis Laverty is a scratch. So I guess we're moving on to our final 2 female competitors of Run 1. We're going to have Kaya Halsey, then Mika Halsey. Then we're going to move on to a step-up athlete, Blake Stewart, out of Killington, our first male competitor. All right, here comes Kaya right down the middle. Kaya with that big spread. I've told this story before, but Ryan was out at up at Waterville at that early season comp and was like, "Who is this little girl in the white throwing these huge spreads, well, that was Kaya. So Kaya's done a great job moving up this year into the A's as a full-time athlete. I'm sure it makes it much easier for mom and dad to be at one comp instead of at an A and a B. So she throws a twister down bottom. She finishes up with a time of 39:36. And as always, I want to thank the Halseys for all they do, from chopping to setting up live streams to setting up the Starlink for everyone to have the internet out here. And Mia does TD. She helps with brackets. Their family's great. So you guys are in good hands in the future with them out here. Doesn't mean that everyone else shouldn't volunteer. Everyone should be out here volunteering. All right, here comes Mika. Mika, I believe, is also in the center line, or at least that's what she did on her forerun. Throws a big spread up top. Mika with a big twister spread down bottom, hammering and making those turns through the bottom. She looks pretty stoked about that run. She always seems to go for the net at the bottom. I'm not really sure why Mika likes these nets so much, but she looks okay. Finished up with a time of 33:22. All right, we're moving on to the boys. We're going to have our first boy step-up athlete. It's going to be Blake Stewart out of Killington. Then we're going to have Rowan Henson out of Waterville. Then we're going to have Evan Covell out of Killington. Looks like we're giving a quick course maintenance. This isn't normal, but I guess it meets all the regulations because the boys haven't gone yet. right, we've got we're moving back to the boys here. First athlete's going to be Blake Stewart. He's an M13 step up out of Killington. On deck we have Rowan Henson, followed by Evan Covell. It's big air up top for Blake. Rufus probably hyped him up too much up top there. Told him to go as big as possible. Blake just threw a triple twister down bottom here. Finishes up with a time of 36:35.
It's all right. It's all right, Blake.
Blake, I like that triple twister down bottom.
All right, listen.
All right. In the gate, we've got Rowan Henson out of Waterville Valley Academy. Then we've got Evan Covell out of Killington Mountain School. Then we've got Ryder Young, also out of Killington Mountain School. All right, here comes Rowan Henson on the red line. Rowan with, I think, a cork 7 up top, some twisty, spinny thing. Evan with a solid run and finishes up with a time of 30:76. He had a back X down bottom. Rowan, you happy with that? Yeah. He says he's happy. All right, up next we're going to have Evan Covell. Oh, I don't know about this blue sky stuff Joel keeps talking about. I'm hearing a hood, so we'll see. Oh, yeah, the course is wicked lit up now, Joel. It's no flat light. Beautiful. All right, we got Evan up. Then we're going to have Ryder Young. Then we're going to have Liam Claffey, all out of Killington Mountain School. I want to wish Evan's brother, Jackson, good luck over at NORAMs over at Stratton this weekend, along with all the other athletes. All right, Evan with a twister spread up top.
We got Ryder Young in the gate on red, Ryder on red.
I don't know if you could see that on the live stream, but Evan fell down, but he popped right back up. Finishes up with a time of 35:83. It actually looks just like Jackson, kind of, with his helmet and everything on. All right, next athlete's going to be Ryder Young out of Killington Mountain School, followed by Liam Claffey, also out of Killington Mountain School, then Austin Irwin out of Waterville Academy. Ryan's second to last. All right, here comes Ryder Young on the red line. Double twister up top. Ryder with a flat 3, I think that was right there. Finishes up with a time of 45:58.
the NORAM level, they call them, anything that looks like that, you call them.
Although I heard from a coach next door that maybe it's called a loop, not a flat three.
Rider.
All right, up next, we're going to have Liam Claffey.
Pull and move over that first one instead of bracing on.
And then on deck, we've got Austin Irwin and Caleb Tossel. Austin and Caleb are both out of Waterville Valley Academy. Oh, I think Joel's right. I do see some sun. It's up at the top there. It's above the course.
The way you prevent that is not by using so much of it.
All right, here comes Liam. Liam Claffey out of Killington Mountain School. It's always fun to watch Liam's runs here. I think that was a cork 7. I don't think that was his full. He's hammering down here through that middle section. Nice big back X down bottom. Lands a little bit back, but he's big and strong and holds on to it. Finishes up with a time of 23.89. Definitely the fastest run of the day so far. All right, we've got Austin Irwin on course right now. And I think he just did a cork up top.
It's just because it's a little out here, Liam.
Austin finishes up with a time of 27.49. Sorry, I'm trying to also be a dad here for a second to help out Ryan. All right, we got Caleb Tossel out of Waterville on course right now. Caleb throws a 3 up top. On deck, we're going to have Liam Laraba. Then we've got Robert Coletta out of Killington. We got a 720 down bottom from Caleb Tossel. His time was 32.40, by the way. All right, up next we have Liam Laraba out of Holiday Valley.
It's Laraba.
Laraba? Okay, we're going with Liam Laraba. And on deck we've got Robert Coletta, then Joey Perillo, both out of Killington Mountain School. I always love the peanut gallery that I get to stand next to out here. We've always got some great pronunciations, and I just go with them when he throws them out to me. I won't give away who my peanut gallery is. This is Liam Laraba. He's hammering down through the bottom here. I missed his top jump. Got a back X down bottom. Drove here from Holiday Valley. He's pretty happy about that. Got a time of 29:04. But right now, we've got Robert Coletta. Then we've got Joey Perillo. Then we've got Paxton Barraza. Robert and Joey are both out of Killington, and Paxton's out of Crotched. All right, we've got Robert Coletta on course right now. All right, Robert finished up with a time of 29:71. All right, we got Joey Perillo up next, followed by Paxton Barraza out of Crotched. Joey's out of Killington, and then we've got Dilly Barnes out of Waterville. Eric, I'm not sure if you're here or watching. I miss you're one of the original Eric crew there that we were always out there building the courses and chopping together over all the years. Hope you're doing well. But Joey's on course right now. On the blue line with a cork 7 up top. I don't know, it's some kind of flat 3 grab thing. I'm not sure what the exact name of that was. I believe Joey won our wild card last year during the Easterns. Finished up with a time of 25:97, by the way. Joey, what do you think of your run?
It was good.
Joey thinks it was good. Joey's always kind of quiet. He's not one for talking, unlike Rufus up top. That guy never stops talking. Is that true? Does Rufus talk a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Picking up that vision. Okay.
All right, up next we're gonna have Paxton Barraza out of Crotched, followed by Dylan Barnes, followed by Liam Smith. Paxton's from Crotched, Dylan's from Waterville, and Liam's out of Hollymount. All right, Paxton throws a back tuck up top. Paxton with a back to X. I tell you, Paxton, I don't know how all this most improved stuff or whatever works around here, but Paxton's improved so much this year. Paxton, what do you think of your run?
It was pretty sick.
Pretty sick?
Pretty proud.
Yeah. If you guys don't know Paxton, he's like a tight end, or I don't know what football position he would be coming down a mogul course. But he finished up with a time of 27:75, and Heidi, I think he did a good job squeezing his knees together. All right, we've got Dylan Barnes out of Waterville on course, followed by Liam Smith out of Hollymount, followed by Sam Murphy out of Waterville. Dylan with a nice triple twister down bottom. Waterville has their own comp that same weekend, but that would have scored pretty well at Bustin' Burn. coming up. We got 28.07 for Dilly. We got Liam Smith from Hollymount up next. Then we have Sam Murphy out of Waterville. Then we've got Gabe Martell out of Strat Mountain School. All right, here comes Liam on the red. Liam finished up with a time of 28.07. Yes, Heidi, squeeze. Thanks for the call out there on the A-chat. Up next, we're going to have Sam Murphy out of Waterville. Then we've got Gabe Martell out of Stratton Mountain School. Then we've got Brooks Savage. And then we've got the other Brooks, both out of Carrabassett Valley. Brooks Savage, then Brooks Dinsmore. Here comes Sam Murphy out of Waterville, spread up top. Sam finishes up with a time of 35.75. I think I bumped the camera, but maybe not. If I did, sorry, I think we're still good. But we got Gabe Martell coming up next out of Stratton Mountain School. Then we're going to have Brooks times 2. We got Brooks Savage and Brooks Dinsmore, both out of Carrabassett Valley Academy. I don't know who put this list together, but I've never seen multiple names in a row. We got Halsey's times 2, Brooks times 2. I forget there's another times 2 in here somewhere. Oh, the Rufuses.
Need another 3. Thank you. Goodbye. 3 more.
All right, I believe this is Brooks Savage coming down right now.
top.
Brooks with a backflip. Holds on to that one. Finishes up with a time of 33:33. All right, up next, we're going to have Brooks Dinsmore, also out of Carabasset Valley. On deck, we've got Colin Rosella. Then we've got Dom Cella out of Waterville. Colin's out of Mount Snow. We're up to 42 people watching. All the kids must be watching in the lodge now. All right, so here comes Brooks. It's a little foggy up top. Let's see if we can see him. I think it was a double twister up top. All right, let's see what Brooks got for us on this second jump. Hucks a backflip. Hopefully he's all right. Gets back right back up. Finishes up with a time of 39:30. Get him next run, Brooks. Our next athlete's going to be Colin Rosella from Mount Snow. Then we're moving on to the top of this page here. We got Dom Cella out of Waterville. Then we've got Abram Mayer out of Killington Mountain School. I know Abram's been traveling all over the East this year with his brother, hitting all those comps out there at Holiday Valley and Holly Mount. All right, we've got Colin Rosella kicking out of the gate right now on the blue line. Colin with a back tuck. Colin with a back X, possibly a grab in there. I'm not a judge, so hopefully the judges saw it. I think he did a grab. Got a score time of 28:43. Up next, we've got Dom Cella out of Waterville Valley Academy, followed by Abram Mayer, followed by Luke Croce out of Stratton. Abram's out of Killington Mountain School. Joel says it's warming up here. All I see is fog, more mist coming in, but maybe it's an inversion up top, and all that hot air is going to come down. You would think with all the hot air I'm spewing out, it'd be pretty hot here, but it's not. All right, here comes Dom Cella out of Waterville, right down the center. That was a cork 7, I believe, up top. Fortunately, he lost his ski.
You need that.
I was just told that you need your ski to ski, but I don't know. I finished a course with one ski on before, so actually, I finished a few runs before in my life with no skis on, but it's all good. Dom's picking his stuff up here. Tom, you'll get him next run. All right, right now we've got Abe Mayer in the gate. He's on the blue line from the radio that I heard. Then we're going to have Luke Croce out of Stratton. Then we have Enzo Cella out of Waterville. Abe with a nice back X down bottom finishes up with a time of 27:19. All right, up next we've got Luke Croce out of Stratton. I don't know Joel's, so I hear his mom's listening at home. So I was told it was Croce. So, oh, now I'm being told it's Croce. I believe it's Croce, but we're gonna go with any of those pronunciations. Then we've got Enzo Cella. Then we're going to have Chris Savage out of Carabassa Valley. Enzo's out of Waterville. But we got Luke up next. I think Joel's messing with me here. Here comes Luke on the red line. That was a 3. I don't know, some mix-up cross in there. I don't know if it was a screaming in there. I don't know what that was. Nice back X there. Holds it together and finishes up with a time of 32:26. I don't know. They got this nice clam ice, like ice fishing hut up here. I think this should be. Joel definitely needs this in the budget next year for live streaming. Eastern Freestyle advertisements on the side of it, be great. But right now we've got Enzo Cella out of Waterville on course. Enzo hucks the. I think that was a cork 7. Let's see what Enzo has for us on the second jump. Enzo with a big back X. Enzo's hammering to the bottom with his turns. Finishes up with a time of 28:10. Sun's out apparently up top there, so all the athletes coming down into the course. Oh, I see it. There is a glowing ball up there. Kind of looks, look at it. Kind of looks like the moon the other night. All right, I think we got Chris Savage up next if I'm following along properly, which I'm not. All right, we got Chris Savage in the gate from Carabassa Valley. Then we've got Braden Sheriff. I know Lizzie's watching. Then we've got Leo Galazzini from Killington. Braden's from Stratton Mountain School. Chris with a cork, I think, down bottom. Chris has improved so much this year, skiing great this year. 28:41 for Chris's time. Up next, we've got Braden Sheriff out of Stratton Mountain School. Then we've got Leo Galazzini out of Killington Mountain School. Then we've got Max Murphy out of Waterville Academy. I don't know. We got a whole lot of people trying to slide down this ice course on the side of the Mogul course. I don't know if you could see them all. I don't know where they all came from. It's like they just unloaded a tram up top or something.
Nick and Chris.
All right, I think this is Braden Sheriff, and it is. You can tell by his skin. Braden with a nice cork 7 with, I think, a grab down bottom there. Finishes up with a time of 27:21. Good job, Braden. All right, up next, we've got Leo Galazzini out of Killington Mountain School. Then we've got Max Murphy out of Waterville. Then Leo Marino out of KMS. We're going to use Leo Galazzini as one of my favorite words to say now that we don't have...
Leonardo Galazzini.
Oh, apparently it's Leonardo Galazzini we're going with. Now that we don't have Seabass Gonzalez anymore to announce, we're going with Leonardo Galazzini. Leonardo just crushed that course, finished up with a time of 25:96.
Yeah, Leo Marino.
Now we got one down.
All right, we got Max Murphy from Waterville Valley Academy in the gate, followed by Leo Marino. Then we've got Asher Cody out of Waterville.
Here. Can I watch it after? Yeah, I got
Ready for Marino in the blue.
I guess we're skipping Max Murphy here. We're moving right on to Leo Marino out of Killington Mountain School. Then we got Asher Cody on deck, followed by Simi. Leo with a nice back tuck down bottom. Leo finishes up with a time of 28:61. All right, up next we're scheduled to have Asher Cote out of Waterville. Then we've got Jake Simmering out of Killington. Then we've got Mikey Perillo. They're both out of Killington Mountain School. All right, here comes Asher Cody out of Waterville. He's on the blue line. Cork 7 up top. Asher Coote just finished up with a time of 24:69. All right, we got Simi in the gate. Jake Simmering out of Killington Mountain School, followed by Mikey Perillo. Then Judd Mayer. They're all out of Killington Mountain School.
Yeah. I think it's like some
All right, here comes bib 310. Jake Simi Simmering in the middle line.
takeoff. Yeah.
Simi with a cork 7 down bottom. Simi might be the tallest athlete we have out here. I'm not sure. 25'73". Simi, how tall are you? 6'4". That's the most words I've ever got out of Simi right there. He told me he was 6'4". All right, up next we got Mikey Perillo out of Killington Mountain School. Judd Mayer from Killington Mountain School. Then Jackson Henson out of Waterville. I know I saw Brandy here. I don't know if Jay's here. Jay may be listening online. If so, big shout out to Jay. Hensons are always one of the families out here busting their butts volunteering. So big thanks to them over all the years here. They've got a few more years going on. I know this is Jackson's senior year. Not sure what his plan is for the future. All right, we got Mikey Perillo in the gate on the blue. He had like a flat 3 cork, I don't know, Lincoln loop, whatever they're all calling that up top.
Judd in the gate, red line.
Big back X down bottom for Mikey. Finishes up with a time of 26:03. Up next, we've got Judd Mayer. Then we've got Jackson Henson. Then we got Theo Danilchek, a step-up athlete out of Killington. I was told to do a shout-out to Redhead Ted, his dad.
I did.
All right, here comes Judd on the red line. There's a back X or a grab, maybe, up top. I think it had a grab. With a back X down bottom, finishes up with a time of 27:92. All right, we've got Jackson Henson out of Waterville Valley Academy up next. Then we've got Theo Danilchek, son of Redhead Ted. He's a step-up athlete from Killington. Then we've got Caden Hacker out of Hollymount. For those of you following along at home, I think we got 8 athletes left in this first run. There is a girls list out there. I don't know if it's on Stacks app or not because I'm a little busy, but there is a girls run order out there right now. I was just handed it to me. But here comes Jackson. Jackson is hammering this course. Oh, he was going so fast. At least he pulled out. He's back up. His mom's probably happy to see him pull out of that line and not go off that. You good, Jackson? Jackson says he's all right. All right, up next, we've got a step-up athlete, Theo Danilchek from Killington. Then we're going to have Caden Hacker out of Hollymount. Then we've got Al Serbo out of Stratton. Theo's an M13, skis right here at Killington, and he's kicking out of the gate right now, I believe on the blue line. Oh, I could be wrong, he's in the center line. He's got lots of people cheering him on down here. Theo's having a great jump. Finished up with a time of 31:87. All right, up next we're going to have Caden Hacker out of Hollymount. Then Al Serbo out of Stratton. Then Patrick Strong. And we got somebody's watching the live stream. I don't know who that is. Probably Rufus. All right, we got Caden Hacker on course right now on the red line. I think that was a back X with a grab. I'm not sure if that's a trick, but if I was judging, that would be the name of the trick.
Moving right on to the left.
Nice cork 7 down bottom. Finishes up with a time of 27:29. So those of you following along, ladies, if you're in the lodge, head back up top here. We're moving right through. I don't think we're having a maintenance, but I'm not 100% sure. But ladies, if you're hanging out watching this live stream somewhere, please head up to the top. There's a run order out there. All right, up next we got Al Serbo out of Stratton. Then we've got Patrick Strong out of Killington. He's a step-up athlete. Then we've got Hugh Hardaway. Is that the Hardaways that I know? Is that Hank's son? Oh, I could tell you some good stories about Hank. I grew up with Hank. He lived in Moultonborough and Hannah. I grew up in Meredith. Where is Hank?
He's right behind you over here.
I'm his wife.
Are you?
Yeah.
He's going by Hank. Al picks himself back up. Finishes up with a time of 35.94. All right, we got two step-up athletes coming now. We've got Patrick Strong and then Hugh Hardaway out of Killington. Then we've got Ryan Hall. And to finish up the morning or afternoon or wherever we are right now, we got Henry Walker. We got Isaac Alva in the house, skiing over here on the side. But here comes Patrick Strong on the blue course. Patrick threw a big spread up top. Patrick finishes up his first A comp, I believe it's his first anyway, with a time of 38.49. All right, up next we've got Hugh Hardaway out of Killington. Then we've got Ryan Hall out of Gould Sunday River. Then we've got Henry Walker. All right, Hugh Hardaway is in the gate.
Let's go, Hugh. You got this, buddy. Top to bottom. Clean exit off the top there.
Hugh's mom's pretty excited down here. I'm sure you heard her, even though we were on mute. It's all good. We like loud people cheering. All right, here comes Hugh Hardaway on the blue line. Rufus can hear Hillary, Hugh's mom, screaming at the bottom. Hugh has a great run, finishes up with a time of 35.63. Nice step up. All right, up next we've got a free ride skier, Ryan Hall, trying to ski moguls. He's in the gate. He hasn't skied moguls in probably like a month and a half, so we'll see if he remembers how. And then our final athlete of the day is going to be Henry Walker. Ryan's out of Gould Sunday River, a weekend athlete, and Henry is out of Killington. All right, here comes Ryan Hall on the red line. Ryan with a back tuck, I think, up top. He's hammering down. He thinks he's in Corbett's right now. Ryan got to ski Big Couloir at Big Sky last week, and then at Corbett's throws a cork 7, and he finishes up with a time of 25.18. Ryan, how was your run?
I almost lost my pants, but it was pretty good.
Ryan almost mooned us all, but he had a good run, he said. All right, our final competitor of run one, we've got Henry Walker out of Killington. Based on his number, I would say this is his first season in A's. Here comes Henry on the blue. Then we're going to move right over to the ladies. I'm hoping we take a quick break, but I don't know that we are. Henry with a 3X there, lands it, finishes up with a time of 30:20. My phone's blowing up. I'm not sure why. I'll have to check and see. Sorry, guys, we're leaving unless Jersey Mike shows up himself and gives me a sandwich. No more live stream. I left early this morning. I didn't even make a peanut butter and jelly yet. Where's Hannah? We need Hannah and Noel to make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the snow. They're probably raiding my gummy bears. All right, while we do some maintenance here, I'll give you a quick rundown for those of you. Hopefully you all have the run order, but We've got Sammy Stevenson. Then we've got Anna Henson. Then we've got Molly Rufus. Then we've got Eleanor Riot. Then we've got Sophie Jordan, Hannah Fitzmaurice, Penny Riot, Kaya Halsey, Kylie Hacker, Evelyn Seeland, Juniper Bowman, Lauren McBride, Kaylin Larkin, Emma Giulietti, Mika Halsey, Cody Scanlon. Oh, good. Cody's in first. Cara O'Neill, Lily Flagg, Vivian Covell, Pearl Young. Pearl Young, Lucy Rufus, Lexi Letary, Cora Mangan, and then Lexi Laverty. And that'll round out the women. All right, we're moving on to our first athlete of second run. We've got Sammy Stevenson out of Stratton. Then we have Anna Henson out of Waterville. Then we have Molly Rufus out of Killington. We got some sun. I might have to switch goggles.
Hillary loves it. I think
But right now, we've got Sammy Stevenson on course. Sammy with a nice twister down bottom here. Finishes up with a time of 34.88. All right, up next we're going to have Anna Henson out of Waterville Valley Academy. Then we've got Molly Rufus out of Killington Mountain School. Then we've got Eleanor Riot out of CVA.
I want to analyze the
I should hot mic this. We got all the coaches over here telling what they want in the future. So y'all want to hear what they want to know? I won't tell you, but we should. I mean, if I had my druthers, you know, they're all over here talking about what they want. I think we should have a mogul course into pond skimming. I think that would be a real event. Maybe up top, at the top of it, if we could have some cliff drops into a mogul course into pond skimming. I think that's the ultimate event right there. So if we could get that into the Olympics for next time, that'd be great. All right, we got Anna Henson up. I got a mouthful of ranch goldfish, so I'll tell you what I think of them as I chew them here as Anna comes down the course. And it was some nice turns there. Finishes up with a time of 33.12. I heard Brandy out here in the crowd screaming for him. There she is. Good run, Anna. All right, up next, we've got Molly Rufus out of Killington. Then we've got Eleanor Riot. Then we've got Sophie Jordan, a step up from Killington. All right, over the radio, I hear Molly's in the middle line. Sorry, these ranch goldfish, you know, they're not bad.
Everybody all ready?
I kind of like the originals, but ranch goldfish, not the worst ones that they made out there yet. Molly with a dappy down bottom. Molly finishes up with a time of 35.05. Katie, if you're listening at home, ranch goldfish on the ride up. Ranch goldfish. Just kidding, but they are pretty good if you ever see them in this. If anyone sees them in the store, try them out. No chocolate. Chocolate's on my no eat list, but I don't listen to that anymore. All right, here comes Eleanor. Eleanor Riot out of CBA. Spread up top. If you guys ever listen to the Rocky Mountain Freestyle, you got an actual, like, real DJ guy. Here you just get me. So I apologize. Let's see what Eleanor's got. Twister down bottom. Finishes up with a time of 37:55. Good job, Riot.
Tomorrow.
All right, up next we got a step-up athlete, Sophie Jordan. Then we've got Hannah Fitzmaurice out of Gould. And then we've got Penelope Riot. Penny Riot.
Let's go, Sophie!
All right, Sophie's getting a big cheer down bottom here. I believe it's Hillary, her coach, screaming. Everyone can hear. Great to see Sophie's a step up, and she's in the top 16. That's good to see for the future. Sophie looks pretty happy with that. Finishes up with a time of 40:79. She's all smiles. All right, up next, we've got Hannah Fitzmaurice out of Gould. Then we've got Penny Riot. I like Penny Riot, though, out of Carrabassett Valley. Then we've got Kaya Halsey out of Stratton. Oh, it must be softening up up there. I actually see people, like, carving, some soft snow even coming off the skis. Oh, Joel says the sun came out, softened this place up. All right, here comes Hannah on the red line. Hannah with a big spread. I don't know if anyone heard any of that. So we've got Penny Riot. Then we've got Kaya Halsey. Then we've got Kylie Hacker.
Go in, eat a little bit, and maybe just get a couple. Just really.
All right, here comes Penny on the red line. Penny with a big spread up top. Penny with a twister spread down bottom. Oh! Finishes up with a time of 33.71. She slid out of the screen there, but she's all right. All right, up next we've got Kaya Halsey out of Stratton. Then we've got Kylie Hacker out of Hollymount. Then we've got Evelyn Seelan out of Killington Mountain School. All right, here comes Kaya Halsey right down the center. Kaya with another big spread that she always does up top. Kaya with a twister down bottom. Finishes up with a time of 37.52. All right, we've got Kylie Hacker up next out of Hollymount. Then Evelyn Seelan out of Killington. Then we've got Juniper Bowman out of Stratton Mountain School. Then we've got word out there that the course is starting to soften up and the chop is friendly. We'll see. We'll see what the athletes think of that. All right, here comes Kylie Hacker, bib 444 on the red. All right, Kylie finished up with a time of 32.87. All right, up next we've got Evelyn Seelan out of Killington Mountain School. Then Lauren I'm sorry, I'm skipping lines here. Then we got Juniper out of Stratton Mountain School. Then we've got Lauren McBride out of Killington. All right, here comes Evelyn